Mother me! Tell me what...
You're free. Go back to your mother. I see your sons made it back to you, and those bandits won't bother you again. The farm is yours if you still want it.
Praise Athena! My sons are both safe and sound. Thank you, mis Dios.
The beasts, the teeth. Too many teeth. You saved me in my work too. A cure for the statues in the petrified valley.
Why would stone need to be cured?
Surely, you've seen their faces frozen in terror. They're not mere objects, but humans trapped in stone.
You're saying they're sick?
I'm not sure why it's happening. I'm merely a scholar looking for a cure. An elixir that will not only heal, but prevent this horrible affliction once and for all.
Something's turning people into stone, and you can make them flesh and blood again? Impressive.
Yes. Well, not exactly. Not yet. It will be perfected through more trials. But I only have one dose of elixir left. In order to make more, I would require a few ingredients. But I'm in no condition to gather them.
What do you need?
Just a few items found all over Vineyard Canyon. If you can get them for me, I'll reward you with a dose of my elixir.
I'll gather what you need.
Excellent. Now listen closely to these ingredients. I require a cluster of bear dung mushrooms, some cone snail bile, and a bouquet of hellebore.
I'll go collect your ingredients.
Come to my workshop on the hill east of Mytilene when you have everything.
A cave, a mountain. What's wrong?
My workers are sick. At this rate, I won't be able to feed my own family, never mind theirs.
The good news is this isn't the work of the gods, but a sickness of the body, the throat in particular. I could treat the workers, if I had my medical supplies. Mis Dios, would you get them for me?
I wouldn't want them to suffer.
Well said. Such goodwill deserves a reward, doesn't it?
Huh? Of course, yes. I have something worthwhile to trade for the service. Will you do it?
I'll find your supplies.
Excellent. My tools are in Ancient Pearl, and the drugs are in Lover's Bay.
I'll come back with your supplies.
The faster you do, the sooner I can help the workers.
The mountain. The hellebore should be here somewhere. This is the right area. The cave with the mushroom should be close.
You're back. Do you have the ingredients?
I do.
Very good. Now I'll be able to make a new store of elixir. But first, I need to make sure it's safe for human consumption. The vial on the table is my last dose. I saved it especially for you.
I'm not drinking anything with bear dung mushroom in it.
Don't be silly. Drink it and you'll be impervious to petrifaction.
I'm not sure about this.
What? You believe my elixir works, don't you?
If it does what you say it does, I'd be a fool not to drink it.
Yes. Drink it all down. I noticed something while testing the elixir on my life subjects. We all turn to stone when we're dead. Down you go!
The physician's tools. I have what the physician asked for. I should take it back to the vineyard. I found your supplies.
Thank you. These are specialized items. I couldn't have replaced them in time.
Oh, my grapes are saved!
I get the feeling that's all you've cared about from the start.
Without grapes, there is no work. By healing the workers, you've saved my farm. Take this.
The mercenary knew nothing. He never made it inside the lair.
Then it was a waste of time. Lydia waits and we've done nothing to help her.
Not exactly. The mercenary carried this spear, which she claims killed the riding dread.
No, the creature took Lydia. It can't be dead. It waits in its lair even now.
Then there may be a piece of this puzzle we don't yet understand.
Have you found a way inside the lair?
Lygia's story was true. The daughters of Artemis were protecting this... disc. Key. This... I have what opens the lair.
And you didn't hurt any of the daughters when you took it?
They didn't hear me or my blades, but they felt them breeze.
Why? Why would you?
This disc is a prized possession. If I hadn't killed them, I never would have made it out alive, and Lygia would be lost.
I suppose you did what you had to. Lygia's worth any price.
Breeze, wait!
Lygia! Lygia!
Malaga. Breeze! You have no idea what you're... Breeze! Angry snakes. A bad omen.
Lygia? It's me, Breeze.
I hate Someone, I tell you, in another time, will remember us. Got it. That's the last one. Time to head back to Olympia and find out what all this means. Poseidon watches over his ocean. While he's distracted, let's see what's in his temple.
I hear you, my brothers, You see? They're here! The gods are... behind this door! Listen. I didn't mean to be away so long. Kythera is... well, if you're looking to unleash a new plague somewhere...
This is not what I expected.
Camouflage, my unimaginative friend. A mere disguise to ward off those seeking the glory inside. Ah! You hear them too!
There is something there. And whatever's making that noise must be 2 or 3 times the size of a man.
Quickly, use the disc. Open the door. They're expecting us.
Whatever's inside, I'm ready.
My brothers and sisters! This is it! The realm of eternity! The house of the gods! Creators of the universe! Outstretch your mighty hands and raise me to the
Malaga. Diaz! Oh, I should have never doubted that you were in danger. Here it is. Skitali. Now I can decode the messages. I will avenge you, Phidias. Rest assured of that. I don't want to be spotted here.
less of. Do you have my seals yet?
Yes, I have the seals for you.
This will show those idiots in the assembly we're making progress. Interested in getting rid of more polemachoses for me?
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
Actually, I already have them. I may have killed a few more Spartan commanders than you mentioned.
An overachiever. Maybe you are as good as they say. Would you be interested in more work?
I'm always interested in more work.
I was worried about employing a mercenary, but you've been a pleasant surprise.
Yes, that's what they all call me. A pleasant surprise.
I suspect if they call you anything offensive, they don't live long.
I couldn't say.
At least I have you working with me, instead of getting in my way.
Other generals giving you trouble?
They refuse to acknowledge I know what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. I'll get the job done, and eventually all of Athens will know it. Are you ready for more work?
I'll get you your seals.
Thank you.
First, I have some questions. I know enough.
Will not be outmaneuvered by the Athenians the way the Persians... The blood of the enemy will show our leaders that my strategy is the right one.
These seals should help convince them.
You've done well. Our troops are on the move.
They underestimate Spartans.
They consider me much lower than a Spartan. Time to strike again. Athenian command will be slow to retaliate. Ready to kill more of their fort commanders?
I'll kill the commanders and clear the way for your troops.
Only fools want war. And so far it seems both sides are made of fools.
Good news, General?
Athenian commanders have been dismissed for negligence because of my tactics.
Better unemployed than dead.
You're proving a solid ally. There's no time to lose. We need to control the enemy forts.
Let me ask you something first.
Waste of time.
Here,
Why are you still here? Go kill the enemy command!
the fort commanders are dead. Here are the seals as proof.
Excellent. Our ineffectual leaders will see my value.
I'm sure they will.
My spies tell me Athenians have gained ground. Infiltrate the forts and attack their command. Understand?
Yes, I'll do as you ask and attack the commanders. They must be faltering by now.
Athenians fail because they fear risk.
You seem pleased, General.
Supply lines cut, troops tremble, and I rise through the ranks.
Congratulations. That's all for now.
If you're done wasting time, Go and strike the fort commanders down.
As you command, General.
Smell, right? The commander? I heard it's coming from some sort of wound. Oh, that's why he's always going off on his own when he begs. Doesn't want people seeing the swords. All right.
Maybe if I press here. The Skitali message told me to find a secret room in the stronghold in Lemnos. So that's where I should go. No, I need to keep looking. I haven't crossed half the world to give up now. Someone went to a lot of trouble.
Ah, the Delos Islands. Two sides of the same coin. Delos, sacred birthplace of Artemis and Apollo. And Mykonos, where people do everything that's forbidden on Delos.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios. That's you. Podarkis, cruel leader of Delos Islands, takes money from our pockets and food from our mouths, all to feed his
Insatiable.
Yes! His insatiable thirst for power.
Podarkis is one of them, Barnabas. The ones hunting my family. Keep reading.
We are a modest but fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our vile oppressor. I pray the winds guide you swiftly to our shores, Misthios. Our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
We arrived just in time to help.
You see, Poseidon wasn't trying to drown you. He was getting you where you needed to go. Aggressive.
Does the note say where Kira is?
There are 2 locations marked. A camp along the northwestern coast and a hideout that looks like it's underneath the city.
It's time I met with this Kira.
I'll have the ship ready in case we need any immediate departures.
That was Kefalonia, and that was mostly your fault.
Haha, here, Alexios.
Here, Varnavas.
You've more than made up for killing my abductors, Misthios. Thank you.
Try to stay out of trouble, all right?
I'll consider it. Put my coins to good use and wish me luck.
Good luck.
Seems like a good place for a hideout. I'm looking for the one called Kira. I've come in response to a call for help. You missed.
Are you here to spy, Athenian? Or maybe you are Athena herself, dressed in a dirty disguise?
Do I really look like a spy to you?
Podarkis and his men have been hunting and killing us without mercy. His spies are everywhere. He won't rest until all who oppose him are dead. We are all that's left of the resistance. This is the first night we aren't fighting for our lives. And it could be our last. And suddenly, you show up.
This is why I'm here. It's your symbol, right?
You're the Misthios who bears the eagle of Zeus. My apologies. These are dangerous times for anyone waging war against the Athenian Empire and the Delian League. I am Kira.
I came here to help you deal with one man, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of a rebellion to the mighty Alexios, and Sparta too.
Podarkis discovered the other camp and sent Athenian soldiers to attack.
Malaka!
You and your rebels are too drunk to fight. Leave the soldiers to me.
If you think I'm going to miss a chance to kill Athenians, you're the one who's drunk.
Did Sparta answer your call for help?
A polemarchos named Thaletas and a handful of Spartans landed on Mykonos not long before you.
It's their camp we're headed to, isn't it?
Thaletas needs our help now, though he'd never admit it.
Sounds Spartan, all right. Well, that got the blood pumping.
You fought well, Kira. You too, Spartan?
Not Spartan, just deadly.
Well, you fight and talk like one. What do they call you, warrior?
This is Alexios, the one I told you about.
They call me Thaletas. I was polemarchos to the Spartans here.
Was?
Our ship was sunk. Our generals killed. There are only a few of us left.
Soldiers die. It's what they do.
And we will mourn them later.
She's right. We shouldn't be standing here, drenched in Athenian blood.
We'll be safe in the hideout. Let's talk there.
Will you come to the hideout now, or meet us there later?
There's no time to waste. We'll go to the hideout now.
How long till Podarkis finds us? We're right under his nose.
His nose is so high in the air, he couldn't find the statue of Artemis Agrotera if he was standing on her head.
We know where he lives. I say we knock down his door and run our spears through his face.
That's a terrible plan.
The Spartan phalanx is impenetrable in a ground assault.
Not when there's only 12 of you. You think with your heart. That's what I like about you. But you're a general. To those men now, you need to think with your head.
All you do is hide in caves and lurk in shadows. We didn't come here to hide. We came here to fight!
And we will. But right now, we're outnumbered. We must be strategic. Alexios, what do you think we should do?
Kira's right. Taking them head-on would be suicide.
Sailing here was suicide! Right now, my men are on the beach. That's where I'll be!
Let us don't!
If you decide you actually want to win this rebellion, come find me.
Spartans.
Don't mind him. He'll be fine after he kicks something. But I'm glad you agree with me, Alexios. Meet me at the Temple of Artemis. There we can discuss how to take down Podarkis.
Oh, this is going to be a long rebellion.
Alexios, I'm glad you came.
I'm glad you didn't throw another blade at me.
I know. You came all this way and I was cruel to you.
Well, you weren't the first, and you won't be the last.
Dilians are kind people. At least we were. Before him.
Podarkis.
That man's been hunting me my whole life.
Then why have you let him live this long?
Let him live? Let him live? I've been trying to kill him since I was old enough to draw a bow, but that coward hides behind endless shields, and this is the closest I can get without people dying. This is why I sent for you. To help me get close enough to fire an arrow into Podarkis' black heart.
Then it's time we turn this predator into prey.
How do we get past his guards?
Soldiers need two things to fight. Swords in their hands and food in their bellies. Take them away, and the guards fall.
Scouts reported Podarkis' supplies and weapons were stockpiled in the old ruins on Delos Island.
In the ruins on Delos. It's not much of a stockpile anymore.
What? Why?
I've already been there.
That's wonderful. And did you make Podarkis feel our sting?
Podarkis' guards will have to fight with their fists and on empty stomachs from now on.
Excellent.
So, what will you do once Podarkis is dead and the rebellion is won?
The sad truth is I have no idea. For as long as I can remember, every day has been a struggle. To live, to love. Vengeance has all but consumed me. And what will Alexios do once this is over?
We have a lot in common. I was hoping when the smoke clears, we could find somewhere quiet.
And what exactly do we have in common?
I know you struggled to get where you are. You've had to fight and claw for everything you have. I know, because I've done the same.
We're survivors. I'm glad the gods brought you to our shores, Alexios. Some time alone would be nice. You must have many tales.
It's time we got going. When Podarkis learns of what happened on Delos, he'll want revenge.
And the first to suffer will be the Dilians.
Quiere.
Mistios!
What's with all the whispering?
Shh! If the soldiers hear us, they'll kill me. You're the Mistios working for Kira and the rebels, yes?
Who's Kira?
Yes! A smart question to ask yourself. But secrets are not secret forever, Mistios. I can tell you.
If you know something, spit it out!
If the soldiers see me, they'll kill me. Apollo knows they already tried. There's a house near the market, been boarded up for ages. Sneak your way in. We'll talk after.
Strange. I should find the house, see what this beggar has to say. Bloody footprints. A child's. Must have been hiding in that chest. This woman was killed. Left in the open, without dignity. An Athenian spear tip broke off in her ribs. A note was left behind. A warning from Podarkis. He was paying this woman to keep quiet. About what? Wooden dolls. A mother and child. One engraved with the letter M, and the other K.
Nothing else to find here. I need to speak with that strange woman.
And what did the Misthios find?
A body. A woman. She was killed by an Athenian spear.
This is all?
There was a letter from Podarkis. Said he'd kill them both if she broke her silence.
Both? Why kill a child? Unless it was his.
Shh! They could be listening. Now tell me, quietly, what else did you find?
The dolls. Engraved with the letters K and M. M is for mater. You asked who I worked for. The little doll with the K. The child was Kira.
Yes, yes, which means?
By the gods, Podarkis is Kira's pater.
Very wise, Misthios, very wise indeed.
Kira needs to know.
She'll never believe you, never. Her whole life she hunts the man who sent Athenians to kill her mater in front of her terrified eyes. But the gods spared little Kira. She escaped.
Kira needs to know Podarkis is her father. But I won't confront her until I have proof.
The woman came to Podarkis' house one night, begged me to give him the doll Kira made for him.
If Podarkis had it, he might have kept it somewhere.
Only the gods would know.
I will find this doll.
Now the Misthios knows who he works for. The rebels should know too. Oh.
If Podarkis hid that doll somewhere in his house, I'm going to find it. There's the doll. This place is well guarded. Need to be careful. Podarkis kept the doll Kira made for him. She engraved it with the letter P for Pater.
Guards! Kill him! What I did for the glory of Delos.
You acted alone. Die.
Kira have known all along.
The rebels deserve the truth as well. But blood is everything to some people. They could abandon her if they knew Podarkes was her father. Where's Kira?
She's...
Miss me already, Mistios?
Kira, there is something I need to tell you.
That look on your face, so serious. Sit, relax, drink some wine.
What I'm about to say is for you alone.
Follow me. Now that you have me all alone, what is it you want to tell me?
There is no other way to say this. Podarkes is your father.
What sort of joke is this?
This isn't a joke.
I will kill you where you stand! This can't be.
Kira, I'm sorry.
He took everything from me. How did you find this?
I found your old house. I know about your mother.
I can still hear her screams. A storm of blue armor and red blades tore through our home. I had to run through Mater's blood to escape. I never returned to that place.
It was best you didn't.
It's good you told me in private. The men don't need to know this, not yet. But please, leave me for a while. I need to be alone.
I'm looking for Kira.
Not here. Gone hunting. Wants you with her, she said.
I'm in. Where is she?
Praying to the gods for a good hunt. The altar of Artemis, east from here, on the north bit of Tavern Point.
Thanks.
Keen-eyed Artemis, guide my bow. I pray to you with all my heart, and Alexios doesn't scare off the animals with his heavy footsteps.
I thought I was being quiet.
If that was you being quiet, we'll have nothing but trampled grass to eat for dinner.
Nice altar.
The flowers remind me of sweeter days. But your real concern should be, how skilled are you with that bow?
I've seen you hunt. You don't need my help.
Oh, I bet you capture any prey you lock those sharp eyes with.
Sounds like a challenge.
Come, the ibex is swift. We're not going to catch any by standing and chatting. There's a spot down here where I used to hunt as a young girl. It was handled starving.
Same for me. I started by catching and cooking rodents. How far we've come.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. Now show me how to use that bow. King of Eagles.
Excellent sword.
There's no ibexes here.
Excellent sword. My people will be well fed, and the gods will have their sacrifice, thanks to you.
You're a great hunter. Why did you actually want me here?
Don't be naive. There's something between us, even though I know I shouldn't act on it.
Because you love to let us.
Or at least I thought I did, until you arrived. The hunt clears my mind, to reflect on the words that passed between us.
Is that a good thing?
I know a spot down by the water. It's quiet. We'd be alone. What do you say?
I'm all yours.
Villians have suffered for so long. This is the first time I've felt happiness since the war began.
You can bring that to your people. These islands deserve peace. So do you.
And what about you? When this is all done, we can always use another set of capable hands.
My journey isn't over yet, but I may settle down someday.
You can do many things, Mistios, but settle down? No.
So the pirate has one blade at my throat and one at my stomach. And he says, how do you want to die, Mistios? Fast or slow?
My gods, what did you do?
He was so focused on me, he never noticed my spear in his leg. He was dead before he knew what happened.
His leg?
A little trick my mother taught me.
Why is it so easy to talk with you?
Because we've lived similar lives, been through similar struggles, even though we grew up so far apart.
I want you, Alexios. Here, now, under the stars.
I've wanted you since I laid eyes on you. Mykonos is definitely my favorite island.
And you're my favorite, Mistios.
Aletas can't know about this.
I agree. In time, he will. For now, he needs to focus on the rebellion.
So do we.
But first...
The people are happy.
As they should be! For the first time since Ares cursed us with war, the Delos Islands know freedom!
But where is Kira? It's not like her to miss a chance to drink with her troops.
She told me you kept her secret. I'm still shocked. Otharkis was a complicated man, but he was still her father. She snuck off to send him to the ferryman alone.
All good warriors deserve their send-off, I suppose. Even Podarkis.
Pray that we're shown the same kindness when our time comes. In the meantime, there is wine to be drunk, and tales to be told.
Make the tale great. The troops deserve it. Even Thaletas.
Certainly, if you can find him. And when you do, remind him, I still plan to tell him how I lost this eye.
And the crew? Ready to sail?
On your order. But first, let the crew enjoy a drink and a song. You deserve one too.
For the ferryman.
Go now. Into the river of black night and embrace the boundless gloom. You shall wander, obscure even in the house of Hades, flitting among the sadly dead.
You shouldn't have to say goodbye alone.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I've wanted to watch him burn for so long. Now that it's happened, I thought I'd feel peace.
And what do you feel?
I used to feel vengeful. Now, empty.
He's gone, but you're still here. The people need you. If you don't protect them, there will be another Podarkis to come and take his place.
You're right. They do need me. And I need them. We're rebels with nothing left to rebel against. They need me now more than ever. Thank you.
Kira, he's gone. Your rebels are waiting.
They're celebrating. Let's celebrate with them. Goodbye, Pater.
Aletas, what are you doing out here?
Thinking. Praying. This was my time, Alexios.
What?
This glory was supposed to be mine. But you took everything from me! You took Podarkis, you took these islands. You took Kira, my love.
Be reasonable, Aletas.
I tried to be reasonable. I am not reasonable. I am Spartan! Castor and Porax! It burns! Put it out!
You look ready to go.
Podarkis is gone, Kira's with the rebels, and I have other targets to hit.
Then we sail! But first, I may have told Kira you'd give a speech to the rebels before saying goodbye.
Let's say goodbye.
Janitor! Settle down! Settle down! Alexios has something he would like to say.
Millions! Today, you have your freedom! So celebrate! Let the Dionysos fill your cup, and the muses sing your songs!
And now, a toast to Alexios, to victory! A fine speech, though I'm not sure many of these rebels can imagine a free Delos.
I think they liked it.
Of course, of course! Who wouldn't? I'll round up the crew. See you back at the ship?
Socrates! The rebels are hunting Athenians. What are you doing here?
I came to teach, as I always do, but don't worry. I sail on a merchant ship set for Attica in the morning.
Wise as always. Thanks for coming to see us off. Speaking of being off, Barnabas, are we ready to sail?
The crew are in fine spirits, if a little hungover. But the ship is ready.
Good. I only wish we weren't leaving Kira alone to rebuild her home.
Are any of us truly alone, who have our friends and allies beside us?
Exactly! Do you remember what you told me when you first set foot on these sands?
I said we came here to help people.
That's what we set out to do, and that's precisely what you did. They don't call you the mighty Mystios for nothing.
Who calls me that?
He does.
Now then, it's time we give the crew some orders. Where do we sail to next?
The world is ours, and the wind is at our backs. We sail for adventure, Barnabas, just as we always do.
The filthy rebel stole from the sanctuary. He spilled...
Socrates, you just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Alexios, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
Once I heard the great Socrates was on Delos, I raced over to hear his words of wisdom.
Ah, but what are words? Can they be wise, or are they simply words?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now, there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers captured the rebel. He stole from the sanctuary to help finance the rebellion. When guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Delos. They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed. Though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
The rebel was fighting for the freedom of his people. Sounds fine to me.
So, if stealing from the gods, breaking sacred laws, and killing a man don't warrant a death sentence, what does?
I've been stealing, killing, and breaking sacred laws for as long as I can remember.
Ah, so you see yourself in this rebel?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait. All this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious. Now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
I'm going to pay this rebel a visit. Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmae to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think. You're bleeding. A lot.
Come to turn me into the priests?
Depends what you've done.
Don't know if anyone told you, but it's illegal to die on this godforsaken island.
So I've been told.
Shame nobody told the beast roaming around. Vrach me to the one who kills it.
If you're paying, I'll hunt and kill this beast for you.
You're not the first hunter to tell me that. But I still have all my vrachmi.
I'll find the beast and kill it. Try not to bleed out before I return.